How was your weekend, Tony?
Boring as fuck.
I'm sorry.
It was fine. It was okay.
Did
I
you
was
go
like,
see Everything Everywhere all at once?
no, I didn't do anything all weekend.
Oh, okay.
Like I didn't do a thing. It was pretty brutal.
Cool. Well, I'm glad I used podcast time to ask you about that.
It's okay. People need to know that my life isn't extravagant.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all just like weed and seeing movies.
I saw that sandwich you made, though. I don't know
Oh,
why you're
that
trying to
sandwich was
downplay
banging. That sandwich
sandwich
was banging. That was really good. Yeah, that was really, really good. I gotta say, shout out broccolini. Shout out bitchin' sauce. I hate this. It's a corny thing.
It's not corny. That's good shit,
It's so
man.
good, but the name is just so awful. I know I can just make it. I'm
That
gonna
is-
figure that out.
that is
but it's so good.
That
It's
is
so fucking good.
like Southwest erasure to say that the word bitchin' isn't cool.
It's not. I think it's the little kids saying it on the packaging. I always think it's weird when people put actual pictures of the actual kids on their food products. It's weird to me. But that shit rules. Yeah, it was a really good sandwich. That was actually for sure like the highlight, no doubt.
Yeah. I went to a movie. I went to see a little movie called The Northman.
Ooh, all right.
The Northman. It's about a racist guy doing white supremacy in the Viking era.
Someone was telling me it's kind of like Django for white people. It gives you that same energy,
Yeah.
same feeling. Okay.
Yeah, except instead of like a German dentist who liberates the main character, it's a Russian witch.
Ooh, we like Russian witches.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. That's based off of a Twitter meme about how it's really. I saw this movie that was advertised about white people. It was giving real racist vibes.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's not. They did a good job by stealing that imagery. They really did a good job there.
It was good, very good. I would recommend seeing it. Lighthouse is still my favorite Robert Eggers movie, by far.
Yeah. Okay.
I watched two movies this weekend actually. I watched The Northman, but then I watched a movie not just about one guy getting revenge, but about three guys getting revenge on the woman who left a child at their front door.
Getting revenge on them for that?
Yeah, by attempting to hand the child over to heroin dealers.
What?
Are you familiar with this movie?
No, not off the top of my head. Nope.
Little movie called Three Men and a Baby.
Oh, I don't remember that movie. I know it exists. I just don't remember it. Who stars in it? It's a good threesome, right?
Well, it's a great threesome. You got Tom Selleck,
Yeah.
Mustache Man himself.
Yeah.
Ted Danson,
Okay.
who's the daddy, and then Steve Guttenberg,
That's okay.
who's a guy,
Shout out Steve Guttenberg.
Steve Guttenberg's probably my favorite character in the movie because he tries to seduce a woman by doing his like racist blackface cheetah hepcat cartoon character puppet to her.
that got like wilder and wilder, and then it worked, right?
It only didn't work because the woman was still obsessed with her ex-boyfriend for some reason. So she was like crying in Steve Guttenberg's bedroom while he was trying to have sex with her.
Did the puppet reference his dick?
I can't remember exactly what he said.
We love a puppet dick, though, right?
Yeah, I was too just like flabbergasted. He had a whole routine. So his character so they're all like bachelor playboy guys who share this insane penthouse apartment in some city, probably New York. And Tom Selleck is an architect who's also a construction guy for some reason. He's an architect.
That's the best kind of architect
who's
and
like
the best kind of construction guy.
On site every day, like, on the 15th floor of the skyscraper that he designed. I guess he's also building it.
That's awesome. That's a badass.
Ted Danson's a failing actor, kind of the most relatable character because I think he's the one without money. And then Steve Guttenberg is a comic strip artist, and the cheetah guy, I can't remember the cheetah's character's name, but he's like a cool jazz cheetah.
Hey, how's it going, baby? Name's Johnny. Give me 5. Oh, give me 3. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't believe you draw Johnny Cool. Coolest cat in the world, right?
No one cooler, baby.
I can't believe it. Makes me so
This is
happy.
like what you did when you were self-aware enough to know that blackface was bad. Like blackface was on the out. This is 1987. I mean, you know,
It would
Don't
still
tell-
happen.
don't tell Billy
photos.
Crystal.
Yeah.
Don't tell Billy Crystal or Jimmy Kimmel. But
Yeah. Yeah.
blackface was, you know, on the outs, or Ted Danson for that matter.
Ted
by the
Danson.
way.
His was so gnarly.
Don't tell a lot of guys.
It was so gnarly. It was so bad. It was just like, like Whoopi Goldberg, wasn't he like with Whoopi Goldberg at the time or something like
Yeah,
that?
she gave
Oh,
him
fuck.
permission. Yeah.
She's gave a lot of people permission for a lot of things.
It's like you just had to assume the identity of a cartoon character, and then you could do blackface. Like Chester Cheetah is kind of like blackface too, right?
No, Chester Cheetah is just black. We're not, I don't
Okay.
know who voiced Chester Cheetah, but Chester Cheetah is for sure black.
Is Joe Camel supposed to be black? He's kind of supposed to be black, right?
I think the dick on his face is supposed to be black. But I don't know about Joe himself.
Because he's like always at jazz clubs. I mean, shooting pool, jazz and shooting pool, those are, you know,
Yeah.
they transcend race.
That's
But-
true. That's so true. No, I think all the cool cartoon characters. Tony the Tiger's black.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's a good athlete. You know.
Yeah, he's a Bengal. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like all the cool cartoon characters. I mean, even Bart Simpson's black. Some say. So yeah, all the cool cartoon characters are black.
Yeah, Hermes Conrad. Even though it is a black voice actor doing that voice, it's still kind of like blackface. you know?
It's still because it is like a who penned the character. You know, that's
right.
really important.
We need to get to the bottom of this.
Who wrote it?
Who designed the character? Who
Yeah.
designed Hermes? That's black. That's analog blackface. A lot of people talk about digital blackface. That's
Yeah.
the precursor.
That's
We
old
couldn't
school.
have. We couldn't have digital blackface.
But the
without
thing
analog.
about when it was analog, you still kind of respected the craft because there was craft in it. But you know, in the digital age, all you do is just use an avatar or you do React GIFs, and it's real lazy. And so there's nothing to respect.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, so 3 Men and a Baby. Yeah, they think the baby is heroin and vice versa. Like the heroin dealers think the baby is heroin. The 3 Men and a Baby think the heroin is a baby. And all kinds of antics ensue. And then there's like a really cute montage where they've gotten the heroin dealers arrested. And it's like they like set the heroin dealers up in a police sting and they get them arrested. And then it's like, okay, nope, yeah, there's nobody above them to worry about. Definitely
Yep,
not.
that's it. It's over.
And then there's like a cute montage of them all like playing with the baby and doing various activities with the baby, and it's great. Highly
awesome.
recommended. I mean, just it's a whole vibe. Just all the
Isn't it-
shorts and chest hair in that movie is amazing.
It's like guys being dudes, right? It's bros being guys.
Well, so it's bros being guys becoming men.
Whoa. Okay. All right. I like
Yeah,
that.
that's what it is.
I like that. Maybe when I'm done with it, I'll be ready to like raise a kid.
There's a funny scene where like Tom Selleck is he doesn't want to commit to his girlfriend. He's a, you know, they're all kind of like man children or whatever. But because he's had to take care of this baby, he slowly becomes less selfish. He becomes more concerned and more mature. And the way they exemplify this is by the heroin dealers like break into the house and tie up the babysitter and go through everything looking for the heroin. And he's like so worried, but he's only worried about the baby. He's not worried about, his,
That's beautiful.
His basketball highlight tapes that have had the tape pulled out of them and all of that.
That's beautiful. I love
and
that.
he finds Mary, the baby, unharmed. Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil it.
Shit. Okay, I'm still gonna watch it. It still
The
sounds really endearing.
Sorry, the baby doesn't get brutally murdered in 3 Minute a Baby.
Sorry, the baby was not full of heroin the whole time.
And he finds her and she's okay. And he's like, oh, thank God. And the movie really sends that as a moment of like, whoa, wow, he's grown up because he cares if a baby didn't get murdered.
Yeah, you know what's really great about this? I'm looking at like images of this movie. I think they're all supposed to be like our age now or even younger. I think they're
Yeah.
supposed to be younger, which is
Yeah.
so wild because like late 20s in the late 80s looked way different.
I was yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, they look really old. They look old as shit. I'm in my
Yeah,
mid 30s and they look way older than me. Every single one of them.
Tom Selleck is like on a rowing machine for half of this movie. It's
Ooh.
insane. He's on a
You should
rowing
have started
machine.
with that.
He's on a rowing machine shirtless, and then it does a hard cut to him fucking running through the city without his shirt, like running errands, just like running through traffic in his jogging shorts and shit. I'm just like, this guy's a maniac.
I love that.
But the movie
cocaine,
starts
baby.
out with this. No, this is what I was gonna say. The movie starts out with this like penthouse party, and I was like, it's a rager. It's such a nice house or apartment or whatever. And I'm like, I don't believe this movie because I have not seen a single gram of cocaine on screen whatsoever. And then we cut to the back room where Steve Guttenberg is trying to seduce this girl, and I'm like, oh, here we go. But then he pulls out the cheetah puppet, and I'm like, all right, that's not what I was talking about. And then finally, we do get drugs in the movie, but it's $250,000 worth of heroin.
That's a leap. That's a leap.
But it's on Disney Plus. There's a lot of good like touchstone pictures on Disney. Like Sister Act is on there. I'm probably gonna watch that one next. Speaking of Whoopi,
I just want to make it really clear that Alexander's the one that's pushing the grooming site on you and not
Yeah.
me. I would never
There's-
never tell you to do that.
there's full frontal in 3 Minute a Baby, by the way.
Full frontal Tom Selleck?
No,
Bullshit.
the baby.
The baby.
Dude, it's so funny. Steve Guttenberg paints up the whole penthouse with his shitty comic drawing. It looks like a Venice Beach boardwalk artist designed their entire interior. It's awful.
Steve Guttenberg is so cute in these pictures.
Yeah, he's a cutie. They're all pretty cute.
He's like the most boyish looking one in this one. He looks like a young man, but he still looks like in his like mid late 30s. They all look so old.
Yeah. Well, let's get to the episode here, Tony. What do you say?
Yeah, why not?